Singers need to lead with support, not judgment. I know that's a big statement. Let's dive into it because this is an important episode that is a little bit different than usual, but such an important topic to dive into if you're a passionate singer. Let's go. Hi, my name is Maggie. I'm the founder of the Singing Insiders, in which I help passionate singers just like yourself become the best versions of themselves through singing. And in these episodes, you're going to get practical insights, tools, techniques, exercises all around singing to really help you up-level your singing skills. Now, in this episode, let's talk about this concept of leading with support instead of judgment. And this is something that what inspired this episode really was our Singing Insiders live event. So with our community of singers, each year we come together and there's something magical that happens when you bring people that are passionate about one specific topic, like singing, in one place. And I believe that singing is a journey of deep healing and self-expression, and the best singers, whatever your definition of best might be, are the ones that can support themselves and others without judging others. Oftentimes, there are so many people judging each other and themselves. So I'm talking about your inner critic. Whenever you're singing something, you know, that little voice inside your head that might be saying, you're not good enough, or this note is not good yet, or it's not perfect, you cannot share that. Those are all things where our inner critic is judging ourselves. Now, the other way around too, whether you like it or not, you will be judged by people listening to you sing. You're judging me right now. You might be saying like, oh, what is this episode? I don't like this. Or you might be saying, oh, I do like this. So there's always judging going on. Whether you do something or you do nothing, you will be judged. Now, where I believe the power of a thriving community comes in, and especially success within your singing journey, is by leading with support instead of negative judgments. What do I mean by that? During that live event, I saw something beautiful happen. We always celebrate our wins, by the way, in the Singing Insiders on Fridays. Some of our members are sick and tired of me asking what their win of the week is. But we have this, what we call the case study contest, which is where people share their win and their story really since joining the program. And when you see someone else's success, there's two routes in which you can go. Either you see someone's success and you go into this state of jealousy, like I wish I had that, and oh, I'm not as good as them, so you're going into comparison, like all those things. That's option number one. And if you find yourself doing that, it might be interesting to catch yourself and notice that. And then you can choose to stay in there, or you can choose to make a shift. Now, option number two, and this is what I saw during the live event and what inspired this episode really, is this idea that someone else's success is just proof that it's possible for you as well. And when you're operating from that place, that for me is where we can shift the whole music industry. I know it sounds like a big statement, but if we would all approach all of our success from that perspective, wow, the fact that this particular thing is possible for this person means that it's possible for me too. And that gives you the motivation, the courage, whatever you need to move forward within your singing journey. I mean, how impactful is that? Can you imagine what the ripple effect is? Now, let me touch on this little piece here because I'm talking about someone's success. And oftentimes when I talk about this concept of success, many singers think that I mean, famous singers performing in front of thousands of people. That's not necessarily what I mean with success. My definition of success is achieving whatever you want to achieve. So if you want to be able to sing the solo in your local choir without trembling in your voice, and you actually do that, then you're successful. If you tell me that you want to be able to sing in the forest freely, no matter who's around, and you actually do that, then you're successful. If you tell me that you want to sing on stage in front of thousands of people and then you actually do that, then you're successful too. So success is not this one destination. It depends on you and on what you want to achieve throughout your singing journey. And can you imagine a future where this singing space is filled with genuine encouragement from your peers, where singers cheer each other on and get inspired by each other instead of bringing each other down because of jealousy or insecurities and all those things. And I just thought that was such a beautiful thing to see during our live event, because we had singers from all over the place, literally, like location-wise, but also in levels. We had beginner singers that never sang in their life and just showed some interest in singing. And then we had singers that, are passionate and have been singing for years and wanted to perform. It was amazing to see how those two extremes, and I mean extremes in the sense of level-wise of where they're at within their singing journey, really encouraged and supported each other. So here's my invitation to you today. Where can you lead with support today? And I mean that towards yourself and towards someone else. So maybe that looks like giving a peer a compliment about their voices. And if you're a Singing Insider member and you're listening to this, please go into the community and just comment on someone's post today. Tell them how amazing they are for showing up and for doing all the work that they're doing. So if you're not a Singing Insider member, that's fine too, but find a singer, find a peer, find someone who's as passionate about you, about singing, and lead with support. How would that look like? What is one thing that you can do today to lead with support? That's my question to you. So towards someone else, but also towards yourself. How does leading with support look like for you right now? For some of us, that might look like giving yourself a compliment. For others, that might look like maybe giving yourself some kind of reward for something that you've done. Like, oh, you warmed up your voice today. That deserves an ice cream. I love ice cream. Whatever it might be, right? Maybe you want to take a hot bath. Maybe you're giving yourself a compliment. Maybe you're writing down an affirmation that you're putting on your wall or on your mirror. Maybe it looks like actually doing some singing today and taking the time to do something that you love. Like whatever it might be. How can you lead with support towards yourself? Because that is our mission, to create this kind of singing space, one where support is really the norm and judgment or negative judgment has no place. It really starts with us. It starts with you, and you get to make that choice today. Now, obviously, leading with support is beautiful. It's a beautiful concept. I totally get that. In addition to that, we need to be able to use our voices in the right way, right? Because you can shower me with love all day long, but if you're not using the right vocal techniques, then you might still hit a few bumps in the road. So it's really important to also focus on the vocal technique side of things. Now, this goes beyond the scope of this particular episode, but that being said, I will link to a free training in the description here down below that will dive deeper into the techniques that you need in order to sing high notes easily with lots of power and without straining or pushing your voice. This is a training that it's very near and dear to my heart because I struggled with this for years, and I don't want you to struggle. So click the link down below so that we can keep or move this conversation from this whole concept of supporting each other to actually get into action and do the thing, meaning sing and learn about singing high notes easily. So click the link below to get that training. I will see you on that training. I appreciate you for being here today with me. And if you have anything to share, please do. Thank you so much for spending time, and I'll see you on that training or in the episode from next week. Talk to you then. Bye.